How much passive income did I receive this month? In this video, I'll reveal all my passive income from both share dividends and premium bond prizes. And if you stay to the end, I'll discuss everything I've been buying and selling this month. Right, let's jump straight into the passive income for May. This is not investment advice, and I'm simply showing you my own journey. On the 21st, I received some cash from the London Stock Exchange Group. The shares are almost unchanged this year, but over the last 5 years, the share price has risen 42%. The dividend yield is 1.3% spread over 2 payments. This screen shows the historical dividends per share since 2006. You can see that over the last decade, the company has been able to consistently raise the dividend, which is a very good sign indeed. This month, the London Stock Exchange Group paid out a total of £45. If you want to see how much I hold in each of the companies mentioned in this video, I've listed the totals in the video description, along with some offers which could save you some money. On the 28th, it was the turn of Croda to reward its shareholders. During the pandemic, the company made a lot of important materials in the development of vaccines and safety equipment. Since then, however, it's been going through quite a lean period, and to be honest, I probably bought into this company at the worst possible time, and the shares seem to keep on falling, down 8.4% this year so far. I'm not too worried, however, as Croda only makes up around 1% of my entire portfolio. The dividend is 3.6% spread over 2 payments. Despite the recent share price drop, Croda has at least been able to maintain its dividend. I'm happy to hold for the long term. This month, Croda paid out a total of £115. On the 30th, I received a payment from Greencoat Wind Energy. Rising interest rates have severely dented profits for this company, and the share price is down 16% this year. The dividend is very high, however, at 8.9% spread over 4 payments. Dividend growth looks robust, with the company paying 10 pence a year for every share held. This month, Greencoat Wind Energy paid out a total of £190. On the 7th, it was the turn of British American Tobacco to pay out. It's been a great year so far, with the share price up 11.6%, and on top of that there is a monstrous 7.2% dividend spread over 4 payments a year. Dividend growth shows an upward trend, which is very encouraging. This month, British American Tobacco paid out a total of £230. On the 20th, I received a present from Lloyds banking group. The shares have done incredibly well this year, up 40%. The dividend yield is a decent 4.1% spread over 2 payments. Dividend history has been rather volatile, as you would expect in the banking sector, but there has been an upward trend over the last few years. This month, Lloyds banking group paid out a total of £375. On the 22nd, I received a stack of cash from Aviva. The share price is up an impressive 29% this year, and on top of that, Aviva pays a very decent yield of 5.8% spread over 2 payments. As you can see here, dividends per share have been rising since 2019. This month, Aviva paid out a total of £425. Don't forget, you can use my link in the video description to get a free fractional share from Trading 212 worth up to £100. And now onto the monthly premium bond draw. I only use premium bonds as my emergency fund, kept out of the market on purpose, so hopefully I never need to sell my shares and can allow them to compound over time. Any winnings are saved and then put back into the stock market during a downturn. The headline prize rate is 3.8%. There is 1 draw a month. You have easy access to your money, and there is a chance to win £1 million each month, and all winnings are tax-free. The first £1 million winner this May was based in Derbyshire and held around £25,000 in bonds. The second lucky winner of the £1 million prize was based in Suffolk and held £35,000 in bonds. No £1 million for me this month, but I did manage to win a single prize of £25. The bar on the left shows my expected winnings this year so far, with £50,000 invested, and the bar on the right shows what I've actually won. As you can see, I'm behind at the moment, and it'll be interesting to see what happens as the year progresses. Why not hit the subscribe button to follow the journey? So the total passive income this month was £1,405. And here comes the taxman's claw to grab some of my money. However, my premium bond win is tax-free and all of my share dividends this month are safely protected inside a Stocks and Shares ISA. Perhaps I could interest you in some Monster Munch instead. Quite apt, wouldn't you say? Oh, well, there's no need for that. Now you may be thinking, what's the point of all those dividends if the actual value of some of my shares have fallen? Well, let's look at the figures and see. My total portfolio consists of 30 individual UK shares plus 5 ETFs. At the start of the year, the portfolio value stood at 512k, and at the time of this video, it's increased to 586k. I've used extra savings to put a lot more money than normal in to try and capitalise on the recent fall in share prices. The total I've put in this year is 22k, giving me a net gain of 52k so far this year. So despite the stock market turmoil several weeks ago, my portfolio has remained fairly resilient so far. Now for the overall passive income summary. And if you are finding this video useful, then please give that like button a quick tap. The green bars on this graph show my passive income for the first 5 months of last year, and the blue bars are for this year. All figures are after tax, so you can see how much I actually get to keep. This chart shows how my average monthly dividends have changed since I started in 2009. This is just share dividends and does not include premium bond prizes. I find it really motivating to see the average monthly dividends rise over time. At the time of this video, I'm receiving an average of £1,433 per month in share dividends after tax. I'll shortly reveal everything I've been buying and selling in May, but first a quick look at the payment dates for the month ahead, and this screen shows all the shares which I own which will be paying out dividends in June, and it could well be one of the best months I've ever had for dividends, including my first ever payment from Rolls-Royce. Make sure you tune in for that one. This screen shows the highest dividend yields in the FTSE 100. Those in red, such as Taylor Wimpey and Rio Tinto, have suffered recent dividend cuts, and this is sometimes a danger of investing in companies with very high yields. If a company decides to cut its dividend, then this can result in a share price fall as investors become worried. The average yield of the FTSE 100 is 3.4%. My own portfolio is even lower at 3.1%, but as I've been investing for so long and companies generally raise their dividends over time, my yield on cost is now 5.8%. So what have I been buying this month? Well, with the recent market downturn, I've been buying plenty of my S&P 500 ETF as the price is lower. The one I buy has the ticker code IUSA, and it gives me exposure to 500 of the largest US companies all in one share. It pays a dividend of around 1.2%, and the ongoing charges are tiny at just 0.07%. I've also added more to my Developed World ETF. This one has a ticker code VEVE. There is quite a lot of overlap with the S&P ETF, but I'm okay with that. This ETF gives me exposure to over 2,000 companies from developed markets and pays a small dividend of 1.6%. Ongoing charges are just 0.12%. With individual companies, I've put more into Sage Group. Over the last 5 years, it's up 75%, and I believe I'll get some good growth from this one over the long term. I've also added more to Aviva. Aviva was the first company to actually pay me a dividend in my portfolio way back in 2009. Over the last 5 years, the share price is up 150%, and the yield, as I mentioned earlier in the video, is a very impressive 5.8%. Now, if you want to know how I'm preparing to retire early from a fairly ordinary job, then click this video here.